Pick Central, Barstool's daily gambling show. Presented to you by Fireball Whiskey, the #1 shot in the United States of America. You know it. You've had it. It's delicious. It's incredible. You need more of it. You need to say F it and free your fire when you're going to a party or tailgate, wherever you're going, that there's going to be drinks. Kick it up a notch. With Fireball, right now I'm holding a new product right now, the adult trick-or-treat bag right
Halloween's
here.
coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
We are, Halloween is coming up, and we have the adult trick-or-treat bag with, that's just shots of Fireball in there. That's what's in there. Shots of Fireball right there, the adult trick-or-treat bag. Take your Halloween party to the next level. Free your fire, say F it, Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. I had a meeting with Barstool Brass a couple weeks ago, and they were asking how I would fix Pick Central and how I need to go about Pick Central. And I said, well, guys, what you've done is surround me with the biggest idiots in the company. You've surrounded me with like, the Ben Mintzes and the Marty Mushes of the world. You've given me the biggest idiots. So if you really want this to be a success, what I need you to do is go all in and give me even bigger idiots. Give me even worse, even dumber people. Give me the worst of the worst. Give me the biggest idiots you can possibly fathom. With that, welcome to the show, White Sox Dave.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And it's good to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you too, Brandon.
Ben Mintz, hello.
How we doing, Brandon?
Good. Marty Mush?
Unbelievable.
What's unbelievable?
Just great. One of the best days ever yesterday. Easy.
I mean, that's one playoff win, Marty. I wouldn't just
I heard Carl
Wow.
sit there yesterday being like, oh, the Indians are so, we got to watch out for them. And it was like,
You are such
First of all, it's the Guardians. Did you ever think you'd see the day where Yankees fans were scrolling over one win?
Exactly.
What do you mean? We can't celebrate a playoff win? Not celebrate. It's like,
it used to
good.
be.
You just said this was the best day ever.
Best day ever was strong.
Best day ever was a little obviously I put it on.
That felt really good.
But I'm just saying it was the easiest day in the world.
Easy win.
Aaron Judge went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and we still
that is
4-1.
I don't know, but I can already tell White Sox Dave came loaded for the Yankees.
I'm tempering.
Okay. All right.
So I've polled a bunch of people recently over the last week or so. AL Central fans, Chris Castellani, the Tribe fans in the office, random people on Twitter, and a lot of Yankees fans are going in on me for siding with, and I don't really care who wins the series. It's just that I don't hate the Cleveland Guardians. I'm still getting used to the name change in spite of it already being in the playoffs. But I don't care about the Cleveland. I don't care about Detroit. I don't care about Kansas City. And I don't care about Minnesota. I fucking hate Yankees fans. They are the worst fan base. They are unbelievably cocky fucking meatballs. And they make me sick to my stomach.
Wait. So we're talking about first of all, we deserve to be. You know, we deserve to be because
you say that's part of it. You say we.
That's bullshit. You
don't do the we thing. Like
I hate it.
Your name is White Sox Dave.
I didn't pick that.
You named yourself after a team.
I don't mind.
Fans that do that are the worst. Everyone
that.
does the we, and then
I don't mind we. You can say we about your team, but the worst part of what he said was we deserve it. Okay,
exactly.
We haven't won a World Series in 13 years. Like
that's what
your adult life. You haven't won.
Fans are always arrogant, no matter what. And like White Sox fans aren't the best either. You guys got a little bit of like, oh, we might be good, and you can't even make the playoffs when 25 teams make the playoffs.
Believe me, nobody shits on that loser organization more than I do. I hate that organization, but I'm pot committed and I'm sinking with the ship. I'm the captain of the Titanic. I will go down with that ship as long as I live. Yankees fans have this air of entitlement. And it's always, I always ask when they're coming at me, I'm like, how old are you, kid? 16, 17? Kind of like in the scene with the wrestler in The Waterboy when he's like, how old are you, kid? 15, 16?
Captain Insano. Put some respect on his name.
He's like, I'm 31 years old. And it's always those losers that haven't even seen success to what the Yankees try to make it seem like they've had over the last 15 years. And I'm like, you probably don't even remember the last Yankees World Series.
My only request, can we get the video of White Sox Day from last year after the Field of Dreams up?
Which one was it?
Remember when he told Marty Bush, y'all could all suck my...
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that video needs to
well, if you just sit back, he'll probably do it again today. I wouldn't worry about it.
No, I will do it. I will troll unmercifully if the Tribe snakes through this series. I don't think they're going to.
I don't know that we can still call them the Tribe, Dave.
Oh, God.
Got rid of Indians.
Guards.
I mean, just like it's just funny where like loser franchises and loser people keep trying to like they wait for our downfall.
Dude,
every
that's
year.
not
It's
the
like,
case, and
no,
I've said
you
this.
Said, like if they
time
squeak
and
through,
time and-
it's like you know what we just
because all I hear all the time from these losers with Garrett Cole as their profile picture, Derek Jeter or 27
those guys are
rings.
nuts usually.
Those are
usually when you
bulldogs,
got
though.
Garrett Cole,
Need those guys.
You're a nut job.
Those guys are fucking creeps and weirdos, and I know that's not indicative of the entire fan base and everything, but like until I got involved with Barstool, and mind you, I used to be on the Yankee side because I was getting into it with Red Sox fans and our former coworker years ago in like 2015-16. But now that Yankees fans have turned, like I never thought about the Yankees, and I want to make it very clear that nationwide, outside of the Northeast, no one really gives a fuck about the Yankees because they haven't been the New York Yankees for the last 15 years. But me, I have to deal with all these losers because of the job we have, and so I'll never back down from that war.
Go in on them, Dave.
You also know everyone cares.
Go in on them, Dave.
Everyone cares.
That's not true.
They are one of
They,
those.
they want to see us lose, and that's caring.
I'll say this: like
That's caring.
I back when I'd like lived in the South and watched pro baseball, when the Yankees were in the World Series against the Diamondbacks or Braves, I would watch just to cheer against them, and I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Of course.
no
Like,
matter
but
what,
I'm saying there's not anybody. It's like when the Astros are in it or whatever. I'm just like pfft, whatever.
No,
Yeah.
You're not really.
Yankees are in it. It's a thing.
care.
It's a
Okay,
thing.
hold on. Let me ask you two things. When the Yankees won in what was it 08 the last
Nine.
Nine.
Phillies.
were you like mad or upset?
The ones I was more into was the Diamondbacks and the Braves. Like I was like really into baseball back then, but
you care more. People care more when the Yankees are in it. Than
All right.
tickets, man.
All right, guys. There's so much to talk about outside of the Yankees, but we will talk about the Yankees because they are in the playoffs. So yesterday, the playoffs, it feels like they really got started, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know we had another round, but
Astros game.
you could argue that the playoffs started yesterday.
It was a little like March Madness playoff baseball just all day.
And it was almost like we had a round of play-in games last week.
Yep.
But now we've got now it feels like the playoffs have kicked into another gear, and it really kicked off when the Astros did what they did against the Mariners. Astros, great, obviously a good team, but the Mariners just absolutely blew every chance they had to win the series. Right?
Yeah.
It's over.
It's not over. The Astros pitching staffs.
Oh, you're up 7-3. You're up 7-3 in the eighth.
Yeah.
You got your foot up.
Just
That kills morale for sure, but I mean,
winning a game when Verlander gets shelled like that,
Gotta win.
that hurts.
that's
On the road.
that game.
That's the tone.
Can't lose that game.
3 out of 5
right.
series.
Verlander looked
too.
like shit.
And I'm also
And they even left him in too long. They
did.
left him in an inning too long for sure.
one bringing Robbie Ray was really stupid.
Over managing.
Jeff Passan, I am disappointed in that.
What did Jeff Passan do to you?
He tweeted like saying about a bunch of things about about Justin Verlander and tagged his brother Ben Verlander. And Ben Verlander said like, "How tall is Jeff Passan?" And he's like 5'9" or whatever. Yeah. And then Jeff Passan literally one of the best tweets being like, "Aren't you always on your knees when you're talking about Shohei Ohtani?" And like, and then he like 2 hours later deleted it. He tweeted out saying, I had to delete this. I hurt too many people and all this stuff.
I didn't see him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm like, you just can't. Yeah, like it's a fantastic going back and forth.
He deleted it.
But that was just probably ESPN being like, you probably can't do it. But it was Jeff Passan saying it.
Good tweet.
It's great.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Should have doubled down
Coming
on
from him, it's
But
like
then tweeting out saying I had to delete it is just sad. Like you ruined everything.
Howard.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't follow baseball as closely as anybody in this room outside of Mintz because he doesn't really follow it either. But I saw a tweet yesterday. I know they put in Robbie Ray, right?
Yes.
They put in a starter, but they had one of the best bullpens in baseball this year?
Yes.
What the fuck are they doing?
Just over managing.
What do you have one of the best bullpens in baseball for
Totally-
if the moment you need a bullpen, you say, I'm going to use the starter?
they only have one other lefty in the bullpen.
It's like they haven't been in the playoffs in a really
So-
long time and don't know how to manage it.
Gazebo.
So I saw a stat casting that was kind of interesting. So Robbie Ray throws like a pretty good sinker, and it was a lefty-lefty, and Yordan Alvarez really struggles with sinkers.
Yeah.
So they started him with sinkers. He just didn't execute the pitch. So I think that was their philosophy.
If you've got a great sinker, and that's great, and it sounds good in practice, maybe don't throw a meatball right down his fucking
Fastball.
dick. Maybe don't throw a batting practice fastball. That's just me thinking out loud, though. I don't know much about baseball.
I just think you got.
Actually, I know more about
you
baseball.
got to go with your left.
Well, that's what he was saying.
let's continue with the Astros with the walk-off. The Yankees win. It feels like, with the exception of the Braves and Phillies series, it feels like the favorites are just inevitable here. It feels like the Dodgers are inevitable, the Astros, and the Yankees. Feels like that's what we're headed to, with only the Phillies being the fly in the ointment here. Is the Phillies win yesterday indicative that they could win the series, or is this just an overreaction and then the Braves are going to get right?
Let me just ask you a question first.
Yeah.
Is our country right now kind of going through some financial crisis? A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Soon.
And to the extent that we're always going through some sort of financial crisis, but yes.
1980.
We got a little inflation and
What happened in 1980?
Well, there was a lot of things happened in 1980.
Phillies won the World Series.
Yeah.
There was an energy crisis?
Well, we had a really bad Democrat president, and we were coming off. We had a recession. Yeah.
Crisis. 2008. Who won the World Series?
Phillies.
08,
2008 was one of the worst
That was the housing
crises
Ooh,
in the world.
housing bubble popped. Yeah. Okay. And now
what's
this year-
happened? And what, the Phillies just randomly got in this year for the first time in
Are
a
we
long
in a
time?
shittier position right now?
First
in
time since 2011.
2022 as we were in 1980.
All I've heard is that we're really ready for a recession. And the Phillies just beat the Braves yesterday.
This might be.
Maybe that's why Philly.
You
voted.
saying Marty Mush is onto something?
I'm saying this is.
Maybe that's why
I
Philly
definitely-
voted for
Everybody stop. Hold on. Right.
I definitely took
This might be the smartest thing Marty Mush has ever said.
brought to the show. I didn't.
He's a goddamn idiot. This might be the best thing he's ever brought to our.
Also, 1929, Philadelphia, Oakland, Philadelphia A's won this.
Okay,
No, but
that's a different
Philadelphia.
franchise. That's a different franchise.
Philadelphia.
That's a different franchise.
Saying Philadelphia.
Different franchise.
Same place.
I think I can match it with some baseball stuff too.
Okay, well, get on top of it then.
Well, I mean, you win game one yesterday on the road
Yeah.
with your number 3 starter versus their number 1. Now you got your 2 aces coming game 2, game 3. I think the fact that they win game 1 obviously helps immensely in a 5-game series over 7. I mean, with your 2 aces, I don't see why you can't go get one of those.
But-
Put you in a pretty good spot.
With my elementary knowledge,
Also, the Braves are terrible in day games. You have another day game today.
my elementary knowledge of Braves baseball right now, Fried is, yes, their ace, but I feel like they got
For sure.
all their guys are
Right or
almost-
right.
But I think the Phillies won with their clear number 3,
Yeah.
and have 2 phenomenal pitchers coming up the next 2 games.
I mean, Kyle Wright, and people say that wins and losses don't matter. He won 21 games. That's
No, very good.
16
that's
or-
awesome.
16-1 in their last.
Strider's
17 games he
fucking
started.
unreal.
Won
Yeah,
21
Strider's
games.
21 games. That doesn't really happen anymore.
Wins and losses don't matter, but
They do matter over a large enough sample. That means you're keeping your game or your team in the game enough to qualify for a win. That does matter over 30
don't sass
starts.
me,
I would
Dave.
say.
Don't sass me.
Big question is, though, is Smitty a scumbag for rooting for the Phillies? Because then he just wants everyone to be poor. That's just a question that needs to be asked.
Wow, you're really getting deep over here.
Just saying.
I mean,
That sounds like a mush blog.
let's break that
I
down.
wrote it already.
Break that down for a second. Is Smitty a scumbag? Let's stop there. Yes. Yes. Whatever comes after, how you fill in the blank of why he's a scumbag however you want, but he is, in fact, a scumbag.
All right. We figured it
It's
out.
a scumbag move to not show up the day after the Phillies win a big game.
True.
Feel like it's a scumbag move. Dave, what are y'all even doing here?
We got the most important Thursday night football stream in history for this company, the entire bottom line with the company.
This is it.
It rides on Thursday night football, Bears versus
Commanders.
Commanders.
Oh, man.
I was about to say their old name again. Can't say that anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, that name hasn't been for 3 years.
Yeah,
You
Still
lag
getting
about
used to
3 years behind the times?
pretty much, yeah. I mean, you said I'm an idiot. My brain works slower than most people.
Yeah, well, I just hope the Expos win this year.
Bryce Young plays on Saturday.
You can go ahead and make fun of me for that real quick.
All
right.
Plenty. I'm going to make fun of you for plenty.
That was funny.
Oh, yeah, that.
So I'm all right.
Bryce Young sucks.
Yeah.
First of all, I was at a bar. I saw one pass. I wasn't paying attention to the game, and I just assumed it was Bryce Young. I'm like, that guy's going to be the number 1 pick. That guy stinks.
That's what I said. I said he's at a bar. There's no sound.
Yeah.
He saw one thing. That's what
exactly
I said.
what happened.
Tweet. Yep.
And I'm like, that guy's the guy the
Anything
Bears are
alike.
maybe going to draft this year.
Also, yeah, like Bryce Young won the Heisman last year. He's been very visible. And Milroe looks
They look nothing
nothing
alike.
alike.
I mean, I saw the pass. I saw the pass. I wore it.
You have to wear that. That's
Yeah.
just
You
funny.
saw the pass, but not the
I was-
through it.
No, I saw a pass on a little hook route that should have been a pick 6. It was dropped, and I'm like, that guy is not an NFL quarterback.
We'll get to college football in a minute, okay? We're going to get to college football, but I just got to say right now, 16% of tickets and 6% of money are currently on the Alabama Crimson Tide against Tennessee.
I smell the same thing.
Tennessee is getting 84% of tickets, and 84% of money, 94% of bets.
Wow.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
And when does I feel like sharp money comes in a little late.
also I feel like if you have any feeling towards Bama right now, and we're not going to find out till Friday or Saturday that Bryce Young's going to play, bet it now to get that number.
Mm-hmm.
Bet it now to get that number, because if they announce he's going to play, it's going up to 10 or 11.
He's playing. You know
He's got to play. Yeah.
He has
to.
If he was also, correct me if I'm wrong, he was like dressed last game.
They said like
he had shoulder pads on. But that's what I'm saying.
I think it would have had to been like all their quarterbacks get hurt.
One more thing. I kind of like him even if he doesn't play.
Oh, 1,000%.
I kind of like the number, the bets. Tennessee's defense is not very good and certainly hasn't faced. And when is here's the big thing. When's the last time in your life recently Alabama played like shit twice in a row? Hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened.
Ever.
So
My quick thing on this game is like the biggest gambling fallacy is you're never as good or as bad as last week. And this situation with what Tennessee did, laying waste to LSU's carcasses in Baton Rouge, and everybody saw Bama struggle with A&M, but they only struggled because Bryce was out. A&M stayed in that game because they turned it over 4 times. Bama still ran for 300 yards in that game. So I think if Bryce would have played, they'd have won by 4 touchdowns. And Brandon, you make that point, the public money, but with Vegas, if they would have put this thing at 7 or less, I would have liked Tennessee more. But for them to put the line at over 7, knowing the public money's coming on Tennessee, I mean, I feel everything you're feeling about Bama.
And A&M's defense way better than Tennessee.
Yeah,
way better. And you think there's a world? So obviously it hasn't been officially announced yet, so it's going to sit at 7.5. I think there's. I mean, if they announce Bryce Young is out, I could see it getting to 7 or 6.5.
Oh, I could see 5.5 or 6.
Or that's what I'm saying, significantly less.
What happened last week?
Tennessee always comes through in the big games, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I think they're only 0-39 in their last 39 games against top 10 teams.
Yeah, no, they always come through. So you should definitely trust them.
Let's talk about our friend Mr. Bosco. I gotta give him some credit. Okay, I'm gonna give him some credit because I watched the Dave Portnoy show. At least I watched the Rico part because I wanted to see. And he's off doing pick'em right now, so who knows how that's going. If he storms out of here, we'll know. If he walks in here, we'll know. But yesterday, he filmed the Dave Portnoy show, came back in, sat down, and seemed normal, seemed fine, seemed like everything was okay. So he was able to take what happened and come back in here and perform at what?
That's scarier.
I think so, too.
That's way scarier.
He didn't seem happy.
That's like Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
To sit down like, and the
look at his
Yankees
face.
play.
He's not. Oh, well, he's smiling.
He's in a good mood.
Yeah, but his body language isn't good. Look how
That is literally like,
look how tense he is.
Looks uncomfortable.
Someone killed someone and then sat down and started talking about the Yankees.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
insane.
I'll give him 2 things. One,
let me tell you something. If you're turning to Kirk Minahan to handle your business, you're insane because he's insane.
Yeah, that's admittedly insane.
Yeah. Although Kirk did a good job.
That's what I was just going to say. That he actually was fighting for pretty well.
It was pretty good.
I think Kirk was like actually trying to get him a contract.
No, I think he was too.
But the thing about Kirk is, as good as he did, he can always present himself well. It feels like as soon as he gets that contract, he would turn with an axe and just chop Rico's head off. I mean, that could happen.
And it'd be
Something
fair.
could happen to make that happen for sure.
Fair. If anyone's sitting on right here, if you were just asked for 12 blogs a week with an 8% raise, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
No doubt.
Marty Mush will crawl to February.
I'm in, boys.
Sign you
I'm
up.
in.
Man.
That was a wild show.
It was a wild show, and we'll see if he gets in here today. But he, God,
He made top 20 this week.
did he?
Yeah, 19.
19.
Yep. Dave was 18, but he was.
Speaking of,
18?
how's your blogging career come along recently?
I was 12th this week.
That was a bad performance by you.
By me?
Mm-hmm.
What?
At that show you had.
Oh, it was a complete sabotage. I had. It was like 9 o'clock on a Monday morning, and here's the thing:
Which isn't there very early, Dave.
Oh, I'm not saying it is.
Okay, all right.
I'm not saying it is, but it's like this. It was Monday as well. They usually record on Tuesdays, and it's 9 o'clock. And like I told Dave, like I come from corporate America where I was working 7 a.m. to 5 every day. 9 a.m. is late to me in the morning. And when, obviously and everybody gets on me. He's like, oh, you're just an idiot. I suck at speaking publicly. I always have. I always will. But when I was thrown,
you have a job. You have the wrong job.
While he's
blogging
right now.
part of the fucking charm of Barstool, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was spooked, and I know exactly how much work I do, and I do know that it's a lot more than the public knows. And we got an hour-long sales meeting today, shit like that. That's part of our day, a lot of days of the week,
Yeah. Just don't grow your YouTube too much, or they won't be able to sell it. Anyway,
that was a shot to himself.
It was a shot.
Oh yeah.
Salty about wrestling.
From a certain
wrestling.
place,
Is it completely dead?
I met John
Look
Silver.
what they
He's
want.
told me to tell you what's up. Actually,
I had him in here.
yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Give the public what they want.
I'm trying to. I'm fucking trying to, and they won't sell it. All right. Huh. God damn it. All right. Hello. This is the first time this week we've looked at NFL lines. Actually, we'll look at NFL lines in a minute. I had 2 discussion topics. I don't know if it's real or true. I assume anybody else in here knows. But I saw a tweet that 4Play is going to be playable characters in PGA Tour 2K23. There's going to be Barstool merch in the store, for which is
Outrageous.
remarkable. A remarkable accomplishment by the
Absolutely
boys,
incredible.
by the 4Play boys. So congratulations to them. And I am a player. I play 2K. I play the golf game a lot.
It's a great game.
I still play it. I play it once or twice a week now. The one that came out 2 years ago. So I can't wait for this new one. But the question is to everybody in this room: if you were put in a video game, which video game would you choose? Which video game franchise would you choose?
Franchise or
You
game?
can go back in history and put yourself in any video game.
NBA 2K.
You'd be in NBA 2K. Oh, you'd look terrible in NBA 2K.
I would look horrible, but it is the most because you can really take over a game just by yourself.
Yeah, you can. Although MLB The Show, you can if you make yourself a juiced up
but
pitcher
no one
or
wants
something.
to really play defense.
No, but if you make yourself a juiced up pitcher, it's just so exciting going out there and getting 19 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's true as well.
And I haven't played it since MLB The Show 19, and I had my son's name, and Walker was my last name, and I was playing for the Rockies, and I was leading the league in strikeouts, everything, and then I got to the 8th inning, gave up. I was winning 1-0, gave up 1 hit, and they took me out, and I turned the game off and never played it again. I'm still mad at that manager.
I have two quick ones that I can't figure out which one's better. I want to be like the white dude raining threes in NBA Jam with the He's on Fire.
Right, yeah, sure.
And then the other one is to be like Bo Jackson or Craig Hayward in Tecmo Super Bowl, where you just hit the button and every defender you hit, you just
They bounce.
throw them 40
yeah.
yards
I would
out of
like-
bounds.
I would
Wouldn't mind being that either.
I would like to go back to 1987, take my current form, and I would like to be one of the fighters in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Ooh.
I would like to be right between Bald Bull and the second piston Honda. I would like you to slot me there, so I'm big.
Soda Popinski?
Soda Popinski, yeah, I could be in that group.
Doing that, I'd like to be in Mario Kart.
Okay, I said any video game.
Yeah, I'd like to be.
I
a
said any
character.
video game.
Yeah, I would love to be like a person someone could choose. But
You imagine you just beat Bald Bull and it comes up, and now you gotta
crazy thing
fight
about
moron from Mississippi moron. And I'm just
the crazy thing about when I saw the 4Play thing, immediately I was like, "That's cool," but I wasn't shocked. That's how big they just are.
Well, yeah, but I was pretty shocked.
No, I was like, "That's amazing."
To me, that's
You can play as Trent.
yeah. To me,
That's
that's
Insane.
Oh, that's gonna be a disaster.
That's so sick.
That's a disaster.
are his skills going to be like garbage in that game?
But everyone is going to just keep taking screenshots of them shooting 85 and breaking 90, and he can't do
amazing.
it himself.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's unbelievable.
White Sox Dave, what do you think?
I've always said this. I all through growing up, even I never really enjoyed sports video games all that much. I liked them. I had Madden and NBA Jam on Sega and shit, but I would get sick of them really easily. I always liked fantasy games like Zelda, Mario Party, Mario Kart, and those games. I would 100% be James Bond in the original GoldenEye, though that came out in '97. I swore to God I was going to be a secret agent because I was 8-9 years old when that game came out, and I wanted to be a secret agent in real life because of the video game.
I want in my life right now is for you to become a secret agent.
That'd be awesome.
Please do a video series.
Actually, hold on. How do we know that he isn't one?
That's true. I could just be.
What if he's just pretending?
The gum on TV was all a ruse.
It was all ruse. It was all part of my long ploy to infiltrate. I work for Deadspin, actually. Is who I work for.
All right. Yeah. So, no, if you're a double agent, I think we can get you a better job than Deadspin. Yeah.
Do they even pay their employees?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I forgot they existed until I just brought it up.
I don't know that they do exist now.
I think I would do like the which 2K, the NFL 2K was it 4 or 5 with TO on the cover?
It was I think 2K5.
When you could like make that game was so good. Honestly, you could kind of make your own player anyway.
There's people that play that game today.
Like I would want to just like be my actual size and just be like the nastiest like wide receiver. Just like keep my same dimensions.
Just a 5'11".
Like they just can't hold me. Like they don't know what to do about it. Like I'm Cooper Kupp.
That's what you know. We've never seen a fat wide receiver. That would be incredible.
Like, or even a running
if I could
back.
drop a fat guy and just make him elite at any skill, like a fat wide receiver would be hilarious.
Unbelievable.
Corner would be something too.
Like imagine me in the slot.
Yeah, because you see every now and then a fat kicker and it's funny, and a fat quarterback and it's funny.
Your tight end.
When a fat guy's touchdown happens.
Last year we saw a fat basketball player. Remember him?
Yeah, he was.
Junior Lofton from Louisiana Tech. Yeah.
No, I think he's played for Jackson State. There was like a really big one.
No, it was like he was a manager. But they put it in a ball and he like hit a three. Well, that too, because
every now and then you'll see viral clips of a really good fat basketball player.
Yeah.
And they're always funny.
There's a dude from Georgetown. And he played for the Bulls for a minute, and now he's like 5,000 pounds.
Oh, I don't even know. Is that
and like probably
Heidi White? Is it? Who is that?
07, 08.
Not Greg Monroe, is
He
it?
ate himself out of the league.
Greg Monroe?
No, it's
No, not Greg Monroe.
I don't know.
Honestly, when I was in like middle school, high school, I like was that kid. Not that I was like amazing.
Mark McClellan.
I was
I know it as soon as I heard it. Hold on, I'll look it up.
I was a very good shooter, so like I would make the team just shooting, and I was like an offensive tackle on the football team.
I could see that.
And I was short. Like I was my junior year, I was the shortest kid on the basketball team. I was on the wing shooting threes.
You know that there's some like offensive linemen who are like they're fat, but they're most athletic people like in the world.
Offensive linemen can play the shit out of basketball.
Yeah, and
Sneaky have good
why
cardio,
don't
even
they
though we're
play
fat.
like running back sometimes on a 4th and 1?
Well, they do occasionally, but
Anytime.
probably not as much as they ought to.
Like you're gonna get it, especially the athletic ones that can run like a 4th and inches.
Now there's certain because I remember even being a kid where like you have to take the starters out if you're up a bunch, and our coach would let the offensive line play running back, and you'd see there would be a few who would be like really good, just they were like actually had like real speed.
Yeah, nothing better than a really athletic fat guy.
I didn't have the straight line speed.
Yeah,
Michael Sweetney is who I was thinking of.
Okay. All right. Michael Sweetney.
He was like 5,000 pounds.
Other fat basketball players. Tractor Trailer. He was fat.
Yes.
Remember Escalade?
Oh yeah,
Escalade
man.
from the
he could like really like dribble and shit.
Well, he
was
played
good.
at Louisville. He actually played college basketball.
That makes sense. I mean, I feel like most of those
He's
guys
dead now,
did.
but
Sneaky.
he played at Louisville. He was Troy Jackson, I believe. Escalade.
Big baby. Well, he wasn't that fat when he played. He's fat now.
He was kind of fat.
He was chunky.
Yeah, Big Baby was.
But he's like now. Have you seen him like lately?
Yeah.
He's like big.
Who are we missing?
I mean,
Arkansas had one back in
was it Corliss Williamson?
Oliver Miller.
Oliver Miller.
Arkansas had two. They had Dwight Stewart and Oliver Miller.
Oliver Miller was
was
the big O.
Oh, in college right now, he's great. Fucking Kenny Lofton Jr.
That's what he just and he's actually trying to make the Grizzlies now.
Yeah.
Fat?
Oh yeah.
He's pretty fat.
Then
He's big, chunky.
Stanley
very
Roberts
chunky.
was fat.
Yeah, Barkley at Auburn was fat when he was round mound to rebound. Like, I mean, that was before our time, but he was. That's what
Well,
he was called.
not really.
Lofton, and I couldn't believe his dad was in Kenny Lofton.
That's why I
was
was
so good.
surprised right there.
Yeah,
No, it's not. It's crazy.
I thought
His
it for
name
a
is-
while.
It's like his dad is Kenny.
Like,
He was
Lofton.
like
Dad
a
was
great
like
like
a
fat
small-
center for
I thought it for so long.
Louisiana Tech.
Yeah.
Like last year, he was
He
unbelievable.
did great in USA basketball too.
Yeah, he was good.
Now, one more little discussion topic that will take us 3 to 5 minutes. I always like when they pick a good topic, which is rare these days. I like to talk about the Chicago guys' draft and what you guys. So you guys did a basement draft this week. So we're not going to go over the whole thing because I looked at that one. I really couldn't pick a winner. I ended up going with 5. I don't know who 5 was, but I couldn't. I mean, it was very balanced throughout.
Graphic.
I think it was, yeah.
It was very balanced. Now, here's the they had 5 picks to build the ultimate basement / man cave, really. And if you want to look at it right there, number 1 pick was a recliner. They had a lot of video game systems, a lot of pool table, ping pong table, everything like that. So my question to you guys if you want to make that, if you want to zoom in a little bit so Marty can see it, because Marty can't see from that far away, and I'm not talking about myself and using Marty's name. There you go. Was your number one pick? Was that? Are you 3?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there. You really love that game.
I love that game. I knew that was going to come up
Wild
after I said it again.
Wild first pick.
I don't think it's a wild first pick. And N64 is a terrific party system. You can,
It's the best.
I
Yeah.
think 5 is a wild first pick.
I think 5. That's what I would pick.
Me too. I would have gone ping
Ping
pong.
pong?
Yeah.
I think comfort is the first thing.
Okay. All right. All right.
I think recliner's a good 1-1.
All right.
A great
By the way,
recliner is fantastic.
How did 5 get to take N64 Mario Kart? I think you should have taken N64 off the board.
Yeah.
No, it was game, wasn't it? No.
It was system and
With
game, so you
game.
could have the
So you
same
can still
system
have
with a
that.
different game.
Because you could have GoldenEye, but you could also own Mario. You can own both those games. I mean, that was.
I don't make the rules. You
that
got
was
to
the
talk
big
to
two.
Red
That
Ed.
was the big two of anyway. So the question is, if you're and Marty, you can speak to this.
Mhm.
If you're building, if I'm giving you a basement, your own space, what's your number one pick? I would pick a pool table. That's my number one pick.
I would have the
Go
most.
comfort first.
Yeah, comfort first.
So what do you? Big recliner, big couch.
I'm more of a couch person. Like I like the corner of a couch.
Yeah, sectional then.
Yeah, but like it's gonna be the most comfortable thing in the world. Like a recliner
A
is
nice leather or use like a nice broken in leather couch.
I go cloth for
I'm
basements.
cloth.
You like
I'm
cloth?
Cloth, yeah. Leather is more for the living room.
Yeah.
I have a leather couch in my basement, but
It's fine. It's just it gets.
Yeah.
I like basements to be like a meat locker, like 60
That's
degrees.
also why a leather couch does work, because the cold leather when you sit down on it.
I don't like it on my skin though. I want the air around me to be cold, and then I bundle up. You know.
Yeah, I just think comfort is always one. Then it's leisure.
I think it's leisure. I think leisure's one down there.
And we took TV off the board, obviously, so you couldn't draft like a sick plasma or all that stuff.
Let me say this: if we're sitting upstairs and you're at my house and we're just hanging out, and I say, hey, down in the basement I have a pool table, or I say down in the basement I have a couch. Which one gets you down there faster?
The couch.
No.
It's more.
I was gonna say
You're
the
using
couch,
the couch more, like if you're. Cause
I know, but I
the best thing.
basement's
is that,
special.
No, you always know one of your boys has the best couch to watch football on. You go to that couch first, and then it's like, oh fuck, he has a pool table as well. Like it's That's the second.
I have a ping pong table. I have an NBA Jam machine.
Have any of you guys ever grown up with pool tables?
Yeah.
I had a boy that had a.
I had a pool. I had a pool table.
So once when you got it, say you got it for Christmas, how long until it just became like it was just there? When you got sick of playing it?
Yeah, it was. We played it when I was younger, and then our basement just kind of got shitty, and like we never.
That's what it
It
basically
started to become storage. More like I had it as like a good man cave for a while, like, and I was the same as you. I wasn't crazy into video games. Like that would be the reason I go downstairs and kind of just like. We're always like just playing shit outside mostly, but I feel like when you have the pool table, you definitely take it for granted. You're just like, oh, like whatever. Like
so funny that like if you really think about a basement, it's such the worst room in the entire
It's
house.
gross. It's
Yeah, it's
slimy. It's
Every
Ours was
girl's like,
because
oh
mine
yeah.
was like half boiled. It was like finished, but the other side's got like almost the boiler room kind of thing
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
You got the water, salt, whatever it is, all that kind of
Every
stuff.
girl's like, yeah, go do whatever you want in that room because it's the fucking. It's probably the most unhealthy, best, but worst room in the house. But it's also the fucking best.
I'll pull up the picture of it because I still have it. When we lived in a house in college and we packed 6 people into a 3-bedroom house, 2 people to bedroom, 2 bathrooms. In the basement, it was the party house of campus. And my high school was bigger than my college, only like 2,500 kids. And the basement was absolutely vile.
Yeah.
So I went to college only a town over from where I grew up. So we had such a bad fly problem in the basement of our college house that I'm like, all right, I'm going to put an end to this right now. We had traps out. We had all the tape that you would hang from the ceiling tiles that the flies would get stuck to. Didn't work. I went to my dad's house, and he has a big-ass lot. He almost has an acre. And he has one of those purple bug zappers just hanging on the fence. I didn't even know if it worked. It was just hanging there for years and years. Drive over to my dad's house. He's like, what the fuck do you want? Like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm taking this. He's like, for what? And I'm like, I'll tell you later. We plugged it in, and the entire night it was just one long continuous zzz. Yeah. And I had to sweep all the dead flies off into a little plastic grocery bag, and it had weight to it. There was so much of them.
Absolutely the worst story that's ever been.
I've got a 30.
But that's what a basement is. It's disgusting.
Absolutely the worst.
I've got one that I promise is quicker and not as bad. We had a basement in when I was living in New Orleans in the warehouse or Lower Garden District. It was an online poker like den basically.
Yeah.
And we called it the Destroyer Dome, but we had like a stretch where like that was my online poker name. And we had like but me, and I was the lowest part of this, but me and 3 other people in an 8-week stretch won $450,000 playing online poker down there. I was like $50K of it, but it was like this. It was all-time insane heater.
That's an incredible story. I will say this: you guys were fucking nuts for having a basement in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was like an apartment complex, and I like lived.
Basements in the South are not really as
I found that out on the snake draft. I did not.
We don't
know
really have
that.
basements in the South very much because it gets buggy and nasty and moldy and it's just. But and New Orleans is like America's basement anyway.
It was It was like the basement of an apartment. Sure. It was like a 3-bedroom apartment. I just took the whole basement, and like one side was my bedroom, and the other side was like a big couch, TV. And I had like 2 24-inch monitors, but the poker heater was real.
Let's talk about the NFL, shall we?
Yes. Do it.
You all right?
Yeah, feel this football. Let's do it. Feeling some good energy.
You can tell he's feeling good when he starts jiggling.
Well, I mean, I lost 104 units last year, and so I'm enjoying having a good football season.
How much weight have you lost?
I think down to like 30. You know, I'm closer to 200 than 300 now, which is a big crossing that 250. I think I started around 280, and I'm like hovering. Last weigh-in was 252, and that was a couple weeks ago. So
Sugar Mincy.
By the way, Brandon,
trying
before
to
you
get
get into
I think
NFL,
220 is the goal.
let's like and subscribe to the stream.
Yeah.
Yes. Like and subscribe, please. Like and subscribe. It helps pay White Sox Dave's salary. If we get 300 likes today because he is on, then he gets to continue working at Barstool Sports.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I know all you guys want to see me continue working here.
congratulations to Dave if that in fact happens.
Just real quick, just
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you just had something to say. No, just
give us a like, please. God bless.
And listen, if you want to just take 2 fingers and do it.
Yeah, whatever you're.
No, I know you just real fast. You didn't answer my tweet that I tagged you in about Chick-fil-A, and I was a little upset.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
I tagged you in it.
Well, I understand that, but sometimes I don't see stuff I was tagged in.
Okay.
And yeah, sure, I did see it, of course. And it was you. Because it was the dumbest thing imaginable. All right. And if we want to bring that up, and it said a study or somebody says that Chick-fil-A is the slowest drive-through line in America. That's the biggest load of horseshit bullshit ever. Yeah, you know why it's a little slower than others? Because in others there's 5 cars, in Chick-fil-A's there's 55 cars. But they get that 55 cars through faster than anybody. All right. Chick-fil-A's drive-through was
They hadn't been
the
to
slowest of
Popeyes
all
in
major.
Louisiana.
This is bullshit. That's bullshit. There is no better run organization in America, not just restaurants, than Chick-fil-A's drive-through.
There's a top 10.
There's no better run organization in America than Chick-fil-A's drive-through. You're a liar. You're horseshit. You're horseshit, Dave. Zah, you're a piece of shit. Chick-fil-A is the #1 fast food drive-through. Period.
Why do you like Chick-fil-A so much?
Well, first of all, because I'm fat. Secondly, because it's delicious.
Sweet tea.
Third, because they got the best sweet tea in America. Fourth, because they have terrific service. Fifth, because you can get there in a drive-through and there be 90 cars and you think, I'll never eat, and in 8 minutes you're eating.
No, just because they have 2 lines and they have 6 people that come up to your car, you're still sitting there for a long time.
You're sitting there,
And
but
you know what?
relatively,
When you
it's
only
relative.
have 4 items on the menu.
It's relative.
You should be faster. They only got nuggets.
I think
They're
remarkably fast.
They are as fast. I mean, for the business they do, they haul ass.
When they got people out there with
go sit at Popeyes drive-through in Louisiana.
Taco Bell's the fastest one.
Because Taco Bell just warms shit up for 30 seconds. I mean, they don't cook anything. Let me see the list again. This is bullshit. This is horse shit. All right, so Taco Bell. Dunkin' Donuts shouldn't even count.
That's true.
How does Dunkin' Donuts count?
Yeah, that's not fair.
Also, I don't know what KFC these motherfuckers been going to. I've never seen a fast KFC. Arby's pretty good. Burger King, I wouldn't know because I don't go there because it's trash. All right, well, what do we do? Wendy's, whatever. And McDonald's. How does Hardee's and Carl's Jr. get their separate rankings? They're the same thing. That doesn't make sense.
Brandon, do you like Wendy's?
They're the same thing.
Oh,
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are the same restaurant.
we don't have.
Wait, can you pull that back up one more time? So it's
Evo?
just under 4 minutes.
I was going to say, do you like Wendy's?
I'm not doing this with you. I gave you an opportunity. I gave you a chance, and you're going to do this shit?
Oh well, he threw a grenade yesterday and
You know what he said?
he died.
Ask Marty if he. Ask Marty.
Marty, do you like Wendy's?
Yeah.
Do you like when these nuts are on your face?
That one doesn't. You know what? That's
clean shot.
You know,
clean shot.
It's not a clean shot. Ebo, I thought was nice to me. Yesterday, he threw a grenade saying that I was doing fake things.
That's not true. That's not true.
It was. Be truthful back
I
then.
said, do we want to use Michigan Yankees fan as a primary source? And then we got to the bottom of where the primary source was.
No.
The Athletic.
Marty used a fake quote on the show yesterday.
I
He's
used
still sore about it.
a real one, and Ebo's just being mean to me for no reason. Thought I was a friend.
The Washington Commanders play the Chicago Bears in a game that we're all going to bet on and watch, and we're all going to make fun of it the entire time, I'm sure. It is basically I have on this sheet that it's a pick 'em. Okay, that's
If you had to choose, who would you rather your quarterback be? It's one of the worst.
Justin Fields, because Carson Wentz has been given time and time and time to prove it. Justin Fields still has a little bit of that. Everything's in front of Justin Fields.
I'm not saying
I don't know about that.
I'm saying right this second.
Everything's in front of Justin Fields.
I don't know about that. I've seen enough. I've seen this movie 1,000 times.
I don't know that he's
But
good.
you guys just suck with quarterbacks.
I don't know that he's good. I don't know that I think he's good, but I do know that if I want to see how good a quarterback is, I certainly don't give him anything that's around him with the Chicago Bears. I don't give him those receivers or those running backs or those.
The running backs are good.
Running backs are good.
Running backs are
Montgomery,
very
yeah.
good.
But I don't give him those weapons around him.
Definitely. That's going to be their out this year.
It's
and they got like $1
legitimate
billion.
out.
Yeah, no, it is, but like he's throwing in the ball into triple coverage. He makes some of the worst fucking throws I've ever seen, but he has those flashes where you're like, holy shit, this guy is going to be a legit star. So, but I've seen this movie before with the Bears, and I have no faith that they're going to extract whatever talent might be in Justin Fields.
I mean, with the transfer portal the way it is, they should be able to get a receiver. I mean, that's crazy.
My quick comment on it is how do you hire a Green Bay's quarterbacks coach to be your offensive coordinator who's the QB coach for Aaron Rodgers and expect him to coach Justin Fields? Like, go hire the Ravens quarterback coach or someone that has a similar, dual threat skill set. And also, you mentioned the wide receiver thing. I mean, you got a fifth-round kid out of Tulane. Darrell Mooney is your number one receiver. I mean,
see, you said that yesterday. I don't think that where he came from or where he was drafted.
You're right. It doesn't matter. I mean, he is good. He's good.
I mean, look at what's his face out of Maryland.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a fine.
As your number one.
Oh yeah,
Should
definitely.
be like your 3.
Right.
Yeah,
Fifth rounder,
3.
Stephon Diggs was
And that's bad.
Steph Diggs was
where you're drafted. You're right. That's a stupid point. But the point is he still shouldn't be an NFL number one.
The Ravens and the Giants.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Sunday, the Ravens minus 5.5 against the 4-1 New York Football Giants. While we don't have to discuss winning the game or nothing, but it certainly seems like a world where the Giants can stay within 5.5, maybe lose a 24-21 game or something like
Surely.
that. The Giants.
I love everything we're doing right now.
They showed, like in the Packers game, they showed a knack to hang around long enough to do damage.
They did in the Titans game too.
Yeah, so
I'm telling you, the second half adjustments have been unbelievable by the coaching.
There's a tendency of people to, and I think I fell in this trap a little bit, to look at the Giants at 4-1 and say, okay, well, it's been product of the schedule. They won't keep this up. They've won a road game at the Titans, who have gotten off the mat, and they're not bad. They have beaten the Packers. I don't know how many teams in the league have two good wins, two wins as good as that. Probably not a whole lot.
Just want to keep just saying
when you've just been bad for so long, they just write you off.
However,
and everyone writes off Daniel Jones and his team in general.
4-1 team, and the other team's favored by 5.5. Marty, you yourself would look at that and say you got to bet the 5.5.
No, I'm being trying to be very realistic with the Giants this year. Lamar might have a field day.
I have one very quick important observation you got to think about. Wink Martindale, y'all's defensive coordinator, used to be the Ravens and knows everything about Lamar and everything about their offense, and so it makes me like the under.
No, that is true. I get scared with running quarterbacks against the Giants. I do.
The Bengals are minus 1.5 on the road against the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I mean everybody's talking about Burrow and Chase coming back to New Orleans, but what about Andy Dalton against his old team? Where's the story on that? I think this is going to be a little lower scoring. When I look at this matchup, I think the Bengals play calling stinks, guys. I've been saying it. They're scoring like 17.
Really bad on Sunday.
Yeah, they just run every first down. They're very vanilla. And the Saints thing, I mean, Mike Thomas, Landry, Olave had the concussion. I know Taysom Hill and Kamara went off last week, but where are the other weapons? I think this could be a grind,
I have a team that I would like for y'all to stop me from betting on because I'm betting on them every week, and I love them, and y'all and this spot right here makes me want to bet them so bad. This is a beautiful the Jags are only +2 at the Colts. The Jags are +2. The Jags just lost to the Texans at home. The Jags
shut them out. Shut them out already.
Yeah, right.
Shut them out.
Destroyed them. Doesn't that scream bet the Jags?
I
think it's hard when they've already blown them out.
Dead to me.
Why are the Jags
it's tough?
No. You don't get to say that. You bet the Falcons for 3 years running when they lost every weekend for you.
They're not that bad.
Well, they're not that bad.
5-0 against the spread.
The Vikings -4 against the Dolphins.
Hey, are you guys gonna admit that the Lions are just bad now or no?
I think
That's why we have the
they're still
rankings,
not that
Marty.
bad.
I think if you saw my rankings on
I
Monday,
think they're still not that bad.
I didn't have the Lions. No. Here's the thing they did. Here's what the Lions did. Last year, they were not that bad. They covered a lot of spreads.
Mm-hmm.
But they had 1 or 2 games where they just got their dicks kicked in completely to show you their bad part.
Like the
They'll
Eagles
come
game.
back and show you they're not that part, right? They show you the bad. Now they'll come back with the not that bad. So we'll see.
But this,
I didn't have them in my top 5.
Who was last week?
The Patriots beat them 29-0.
Yep.
Yeah, that's bad. And no one here thinks the Patriots are very good.
The Vikings -4 against the Dolphins. Tua not going to play.
If Bridgewater's going, I love Miami +4. Love. Miami at home's got a great home field advantage. If he's out, obviously, Scott,
I think
you got a
Bridgewater is
7th round
out.
rookie,
I'm
and I
pretty
feel
sure
different.
Bridgewater's out.
Because he's in concussion protocol. He shouldn't have been in the goddamn thing.
They say Bridgewater's all right, though, from what I'm hearing.
He's fine.
And Bridgewater gets the Vikings. Old team, baby.
He's got a lot of old teams.
You're right, but Minnesota was like the original,
Yeah. White Sox, Dave, you've been quiet.
I'll go with the.
You don't have to give me a pick.
I'm just listening.
want you to participate in the conversation. Don't want to lose you over there.
You're not losing me. I'm making mental notes of all your guys' sharp plays here.
Were you blogging over there? You getting ready to blog?
No, I already got one coming out soon.
So super. Patriots I'll just run through these. Patriots +3 against the Browns. It stopped me when you have something to say. Jets +7.5 against the Packers. The 49ers.
I think the Packers are going to smoke the Jets.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, fair enough. Packers -5.5 against the Atlanta Falcons, who are
Niners, you mean?
Niners, yeah.
What did I say?
Packers.
San Francisco 49ers are -5.5 against the Falcons. And the Falcons
I like Atlanta.
are not that bad.
Yeah, San Francisco is
Also,
beat.
real quick-
They got a shit ton of injuries right now. They got really beat up.
I think after what New England did last week, I think you got to play the Browns.
A couple stats.
The Browns really been fucking up. The Browns could be like undefeated if they didn't throw.
Couple stats to
bad
know. I got to
picks.
drop on you real quick. If the Falcons cover this week, they'd be just the 3rd team since 2010 to start a season 6-0 against the spread.
Were they 2-3 actually?
Yeah. Yep.
And they're 5-0 against the spread. The 2021 Cowboys and 2018 Chiefs both started 7-0 against the spread. And that's interesting because I assume both those teams were just as favorites. I assume the Cowboys
A
were.
lot of it, yeah. Probably most of it.
Does anyone else here? I'm sorry, keep going.
The Cowboys are 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 road games, have covered 8 straight division games. Underdogs are 48-31-1 against the spread this season and haven't had a losing record against the spread since 2018.
Does anyone think the Eagles are frauds?
I think there's a very good chance.
Obviously, they're good. When I say frauds, I don't think they're a top contender.
They're last year's Arizona Cardinals. Didn't the Cardinals start 8-0, 9-0 last year?
Yeah.
They started 9-0, but everybody knew, okay, well, this is fun while it lasts. You think they're better than that?
I'm not saying they're like Super Bowl team. I think they're better. The Cardinals last year, I don't think they're that bad. I think they're better than that.
Would you say then that they're clearly the top team in the NFC East?
I would not say that.
No.
I think the Cowboys probably are.
The Cowboys' defense is insane.
Yeah.
It is. When you watch them, their pass rush is ridiculous.
Bucks -8 against the Steelers. Cards.
I have a very strong take on Bucs Steelers. Over-under's 43.5. I think it should be 36. I think that game is going to be Tampa on the road. Pittsburgh's deal, play hard.
All right. Well, I'm moving the line to 36 and betting.
I really don't. I mean, Tampa's grinded out. You remember the grind out game in New Orleans? They won like 20-10.
What is it?
Like the Cowboys game week 1. This is Tampa like grinding out.
Plus 250?
Ugly. I think that total's way too high.
I'm betting that.
You
when I get
talked
to
me
New
into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, can't y'all see what I'm like? Tampa, the way they're playing, scored 21 against Atlanta. They're going to try to score 17 or 20 points and just get out of there.
However, it's the Bills, but I mean, it was 38-3 last week, and they could have scored 60.
Yeah. But Tampa's offense is struggling, man. They're not playing well.
Cardinals -2.5 against the Seahawks. Seahawks.
Not that bad.
Panthers +10.5 against the Rams. Panthers definitely that bad, but first game with a interim coach.
Quick, Arizona Seattle over. As long as the weather's good, shootout. Seattle's playing shootouts right now. That's gonna be high scoring.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Bosco. Good shoes today. Good shoes. Oh, I thought they were Nikes. Never mind. Bad shoes.
They are.
Oh, they are. Good shoes.
They're Hirachis.
Oh my goodness. Why do you even need a raise if you're wearing shoes like that?
What?
How you doing?
Good.
I was picking.
Good.
You seem in good spirits.
Yeah.
Well, you seemed in good spirits yesterday.
I gave you a compliment.
You sound like you got something on your mind, Rico.
I gave you a compliment earlier. I said yesterday, after you did the Portnoy show, you walked in here and you took everything away and you had a decent show. So you're not, whatever happens in there, you're leaving it in there.
Did you get a haircut?
I've always been.
That's okay.
I don't fixate on the little things and let it affect.
You don't have to lie to her.
Wow.
Did you get a haircut?
Nah.
Huh.
Probably just losing it.
Oh, it looks different.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's
Pulling it out.
Never mind. Sabrico's there.
Oh, God. It's
Never
one
mind.
line, buddy.
Never mind.
All right,
Yeah.
listen. Did you do the picks?
No.
Oh, we haven't done picks yet. What do you like?
I'm not in the pick and parlay because I've lost 3 locks in a row on unfortunate circumstances.
Oh, really good.
Over should have gone over.
You got relegated.
Yeah, I did. I got relegated. Talk me out of UNC minus what I'm going to be betting at 6.5. Mac owns Duke. Duke has played shitbags.
Good helmets.
When Duke plays good offenses, the other team goes up and down the field. I think Carolina waxes this team.
We haven't talked college football at all on this show. We'll
It's
talk about
a lock
tomorrow.
of the week. I can't lose a lot.
I like the idea of it. There's several lines that really stick out to me. Just for example, that's yours. TCU -4. The fact that they're 4-point favorites in a game that I feel like Oklahoma State should be favored, just tells me to bet TCU all day long. And then Alabama, I said it earlier, Alabama's -7.5 against Tennessee. They're getting 16% of bets. 6% of the money is on Alabama.
Woo!
94% of no, I'm sorry, reverse that. 16% of the money and 6% of the bets. 94% of people are betting on Tennessee. What does that tell you? Okay.
It's back.
But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, in your life, you have to just throw the responsibilities away. Don't worry about them and say F it and free your fire. And that's what I'm about to do right now with the Fireball F it pick of the day. We do this every day. We gamble. We pick winners. We try to pick winners. Sometimes you just got to say F it and go against what you might think or what you might hope or what you might believe and just find a winner. And there's always one series that doesn't really jive, doesn't really make a lot of sense. That's why today, my Fireball F it pick of the day, Phillies money line +128 to take a 2-game series lead to win both games in Atlanta. And I'm not ruling out they win 2 there. Atlanta comes back and wins 2 in Philly. But I think today, let's just have some chaos because there's no chaos anywhere else in the baseball playoffs right now. It's all chalk. Yes, Marty.
I just want to give an effort second pick.
Okay.
The Blackhawks. They're like +380
Yesterday,
on opening day.
Yesterday, I made a hockey pick, and both of you. Yeah, by the way, by the way, it won. Both of you looked at me and said, "Who cares about hockey? Don't even talk about it." And you're bringing a hockey pick?
Effort. Effort.
You know that you did it. Why is your face blank? You know that you did that.
I didn't know I did do it. I just take Mr. Ice's pick. That's it.
+380.
Who's texted me yesterday for the effort pick, and then I was surprised I didn't get to go. Do you know what it was?
What?
Jordan Alvarez hit a home run. No bullshit.
Well, his was.
His was definitely close.
It was.
I'm never gonna knock Ev, but it's just Jordan Alvarez was +300
Well, why didn't we pick Rico to do it?
because Ev's smarter.
Well, no, you just said you
Oh,
got one.
yeah, because
And he's been hot.
Yeah, because Booze asked me who to let do it, and I said Big F.
That's fine.
Let's do picks. We'll start with Rico Bosco because he just gave us a lock right out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against you. I'm definitely on the Braves.
Okay.
I put a little parlay together. Harper to get a hit, Acuna to get a hit. Braves money line is
Why
+240.
is Kershaw's 4Ks only 4.5?
He's gotten a little fat.
I don't know. Maybe it's
juice.
postseason.
Postseason,
Kershaw's
yeah.
back.
Quick
High
hooks.
juice number.
Good sign for the Padres.
We noticed this yesterday.
Yeah. Whatever.
Reeds?
I agree with you. That's probably chalk and that's probably a square pick, but I'll take Kershaw over 4.5. I am the leader in the month, by the way.
Also, the Dodgers are just incredible.
Leading the month.
Philly or Padres had their.
I like
chance.
your. I like.
They left so many guys on
I like
late
your
in the
parlay
game.
plus. I don't. I'm not going to pick Braves money line, but that makes a lot of sense. White Sox Dave, you got anything for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary, and I'm gonna go with Schwarber to hit a bomb off right today.
Don't know that that's a Hail Mary, but
Yeah, it's probably plus 400-ish.
Ben Mintz.
Quick, first half under and game under in ULL Marshall. ULL's really fallen off without Napier.
Yeah.
Baseball, Padres, just because Kershaw's playoff history is not great. And I think the Mariners are done after what happened to them yesterday. And I'm laying the run and a half plus $1.50.
All right. I agree with him wholeheartedly on the Marshall ULL game. Backup quarterback, too, for ULL, I believe. Marshall ULL under 47. Phillies money line. Padres money line. Let's fucking get nuts. What's your name? Big F.
I'm on the Phillies first five. Just gonna deal with the first five. Love Wheeler in the spot. Padres money line, and I'm gonna take Marshall -10. Their defense is very. I like the under. I may even add the under, but I think Marshall's defense is very good. I think swallow them up. I'll lay the 10 with Marshall. UL stinks.
Martin Archibald Mush.
Fuck my picks. This is great. The Seahawks and Cardinals might play at 5:30 on Sunday
Why?
That's awesome.
because of
Mariners.
the Mariners.
That's
That'd be. This is a great 5. We get straight into the
timeout.
Right, you're right.
game. Phillies, Dodgers -1.5, and the Blackhawks +320.
Oh, Mr. Ice.
Hey,
Mr. Ice part.
Mr. Ice is
used
1
to
to
go by
0.
Mr. Ice before he took
I know. I did. People forget that.
Mr. Ice 1-0.
The way you said it with your accent, it always sounded like Mr. Rice. All right. Yes, Rico?
No, it's hypothetical. Do it tomorrow.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.